Guys, absolute cinema. Cinema. Again. How many times? How many times is this gonna happen? Okay. I mean, okay, so today it is time. It is time. I'm laughing. But I'm actually pissed because I saw something today. I saw an article, a news article, and I saw a couple of tweets, and just went on this journey to dig up some information. And man, what'd you do now, Sona? Well, no, I just found out about something, and I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why? How is that allowed? How is that possible? Like, what's going on? Oh, so why am I? Okay. So what I saw was very sad news. Okay, let me just pull it up. Right here, and you guys will see. So sad news. Former NFL Eagles player Brian Bremen had sadly passed away. He passed from, oh, thank you so much. Hope this doesn't make you more angry. Yeet. Wait. Did I think I messed up the I'm so sorry. It should have been my coffee. It should have been yeeted my coffee at me. Okay. Anyway, so sadly, not a football. No, not a football. Yeah. So sadly, an Eagles linebacker, Brian Bremen, passed away because of this rare form of cancer. I believe he was battling brain cancer. But this is not what. That's not what. Oh, sorry. I have to where's my arm? This is not what pissed me off. Okay, that's not the part that pissed me off. The part that pissed me off was that he was running a GoFundMe page for his treatment. And it's not the fact that he was running a GoFundMe page pissed me off. It's the fact that he had to. And also that all of his friends, supposed friends, alleged friends, teammates, they earn millions. NFL makes billions. Fans pay, many fans cannot afford to go to see a football game. And he was running a GoFundMe page and none of his friends donate. I'm sorry. I think one player, God, where's my arm? One player donated. You know how much he donated? $10,000. This player earns millions of dollars annually. And it's baseball. Fuck. Thank you, Danny. It sucks. First of all, there's a couple of issues. Here. Okay. So there's several issues here. One, if he was an active player for 7 years, because I looked it up, he was an active player for 7 years. Some with the Eagles, some with another team. NFL supposedly offers health insurance. Supposedly offers life insurance, covers dental. Ouch. Thanks. Fabian, he ran faster than the GoFundMe. Dude, and the GoFundMe wasn't for, it was for a significant amount of money. To me, I was, why? Yeah. Sorry. Okay, what? Why? Okay, this is so weird. What's going on? Why is, sorry, scuff. Oh my God. What is going on? Why is, oh, okay. My hands are, okay. I am free. I can do the absolute cinema again. For some reason, my arms were they were kind of getting, okay. I have to do something. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be fiddling with something, and this is scuff, and it's gonna be scuffed, but I have to make sure that my trackers don't lose their shit, and I can actually move. Okay, so I can move. Where'd you put that much money anyway? Listen. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry for fiddling with this, but my sleeves are bothering me. Okay, so $25,000, that is absolutely a significant amount of money. For me, for a regular person, it's not cheap, you know, like it's a lot of money, right? But for NFL players who on average earn millions of dollars, or at least he, by the way, his contract was $1 million a year, or like the most recent one that I looked up in 2017, I believe, was $900 a year. Which I understand there are taxes. I understand, you know, maybe he was bad with money. Okay, fine. He was broke. He was broke and he couldn't afford it. Fine. But what pissed me off was that he had to ask average Joes, he had to ask average people who very often cannot even afford to go to the NFL game for money. Meanwhile, he has teammates, he has friends who have money, and NFL has money, but they refused, and sadly he passed away. He did get treatment, he did raise the money, but it was just, I don't know why people are not more pissed about it. Like, I saw a couple of comments, most of them are sad, grieving, obviously, like grieving his death, because it's extremely upsetting, extremely sad for the family. But at the same time, I'm like, why are people not more upset about this? Like, what's happening? Like, it seems, you know, well, I mean, I don't want to say like the audacity to run a GoFundMe page, but like the audacity of like some players not to donate to his cause, or not to even offer like, look, man, I had a contract for like $20 million. Let me help you out. Oh my God, let me help you out. You know, let me give you that 25K, or like, let me pay for, like, I don't know, like extend or even donate to the GoFundMe. Like, let me donate more so that it covers several rounds of your treatment, or however many, you know, like expenses, like medical expenses, whatever. It is insane. Insane. This is the first I am hearing of this, actually. Also, I am not a fan of sports in general, so I don't pay any attention to sports. Wait, sorry. I'm just kind of trying to like... okay. Any attention to sports in general, so I attention to sports news at all. In all honesty, no, like I don't. Yeah, like you know, I know I see some like NFL news and stuff, but yeah, like mostly I just kind of came across it. I'm sorry for my arm being broken. I just came across it because I was like looking at CNN and just checking the news, and this was on the front page, so I'm like, oh, okay, you know what, wow, like sad, incredibly sad news. And then I opened the article and I was like, yeah, he was running a GoFundMe. I'm like, excuse me, what like he had $900,000 a year. I'm like, most people, I will probably never see this money in my entire life. Oh, maybe not, maybe I will see it someday, like after a lifetime of work, maybe. So not really I have scuffy arms. Don't pay attention. Okay, so that's one. This is like one thing that I wanted to show you guys. The arm is showing its emotion. The arm is like, I don't know. This is my these are my feelings about this. Just yeah, or just, you know what? Like if you want to, like, if I wanted to facepalm, but like this is the situation asks for more than facepalm. Oh, here. This is what it asks for. You guys can wait. Let me just switch this. You can feel free to screenshot. This is where when you need something more than a facepalm. That's when it happens. Screenshots now. Okay. When you need like more emotion than just a simple facepalm, because that's, yeah. The fingers through her head. Someone screenshot. This might not be related, but earlier my mom kept lying on the floor, Jesus, and scared me in my ground. Jesus Christ, sorry, is your mom okay? And I hope she doesn't do that again. What? Jesus Christ, Melissa, I hope that your mom is okay. And it wasn't, you know, it wasn't anything serious, because wow. Could you do it again? Oh, okay, you missed it. Okay. Facepalm, but even more. Wait, okay. Let me see. Can I do this? Because I kind of like, I want to position I'm kind of like positioning my... All right. Yeah, when you need more than just a facepalm. Now, because, you know, you guys have a moment now. Okay. Okay, taking out hands from my fucking eyes. So the league takes care of them, huh? Do they take care of them? Because, like, I don't know. Jesus Christ, why? Oh, wait. What happened? What did I do? What did I do? I did something and I don't know what I did. I'm just, like, kind of turning around. Yeah, but that was the, that upset me because I was just like, oh, what the fuck? Not about the GoFundMe. I was mostly upset about, hey, where are the millionaires? What's happening? Why did he have to even run this GoFundMe page when he worked for an extremely profitable organization? And I mean extremely profitable. Like, billions of dollars every single year. They supposedly they do provide you with health insurance. There's coverage for, like, even for inactive players. Like, there's still, like, some programs in the NFL, because I checked it. Like, NFL supposedly offers coverage for, like, 5 years after the career. Some, like, retired players, veterans, like, oh, you still have coverage with the NFL for X number of years. And later they even offer something for, like, dementia. So I'm like, how did it come to this? How? Like, what? How? Some guys just don't care, huh? I don't know. Like, the teammates, that was, like, my biggest shock. Because, okay, one thing that he might have not been, like, great with, I don't know, with money. Maybe he wasn't great with money. Okay, fine. But the teammates, his teammates, the Eagles, like, oh, Eagles posting on Twitter, like, oh, Eagles Super Bowl champion Brian Bremen has died at 38, mind you. This is extremely young. 38 after battling an extremely rare form of cancer. Oh, thoughts and prayers to his family, thoughts and prayers. Eagles, why didn't you help the guy? He worked for you. I don't get it. I don't understand. I cannot begin to understand. Yeah. I call it dementia. No, I call this dementia. I don't know. But yeah, like, oh, he's battling. Oh, Eagles posted he is battling an extremely rare form of cancer and is in critical condition. Where were you? And he needed $25,000. Eagles, I don't know, annual income, probably annual revenue, probably more than this. Probably could afford it. If you can afford players for 20 plus millions a year, you can afford to help one of your players who is working for you and won a Super Bowl at one point for you. You can afford to help him. Jesus Christ, Santa Maria. Did he raise awareness about the GoFundMe? Yeah, no, like, they were posting it, but how much did he market it to keep pay for the medical expenses? Just asking because I don't know. He did, well, there was, like, a lot of, like, NFL, but like, come on, like, they posted about it. Like, biggest accounts, 300,000 subscribers or followers. Eagles posted. Okay, 11. Well, this is Eagles Times. But yeah, like, it was just crazy. Like, I looked it up. I saw posts from, like, NFL, like, oh, thoughts and prayers. But I was like, okay, well, did you reach out? Did you help donate? Okay, you don't have to. You can anonymously donate to his GoFundMe. No, they didn't. No one did. One player, I think, did, like, as I said, like, $10,000, where this player is, like, highest pay, like, not highest pay, but, like, highest, I think, one of the higher paid players in his team. So I was just like, oh, okay, that's like peanuts for you. Like, you really couldn't like cover, couldn't even cover 25k. I'm not saying, like, millions, send him millions. No, couldn't even cover, like, the 25k. He just like, oh, no, wait, no 10k. Oh god, guys, absolute cinema. Okay, and another thing thing that I saw. Jesus, why? Sorry, I really have to, like, roll up my sleeves because they are covering my trackers, and then they're just kind of losing and losing things, losing tracking, and I don't want that. Hey, Sana David, hello. Hey, how's it going? And sadly, I won't be able to watch today's stream, but glad that I came to say hi. I am so happy that you stopped by to say hi. Thank you so much for just dropping by. Of course, no problem. Please watch the video if you have a moment. That would be amazing. And yeah, leave a like if you could. That would be amazing too. It's annoying that people with power can only do thoughts and prayers, but won't spend on money to help others just because they're too greedy. I mean, 100%. Also, why am I turned around? This is not my day, guys. It's not my day today. It is not my day. Every day, but it is not my day, especially today. Another thing, well, I'm gonna just like kind of refer to that, Alberto, what you said. It's so true. You know what else is ridiculous? How they okay, this is like, I know I'm trying to, like, on a personal level, yeah, like I usually try to like separate my garbage into like recyclables, non-recyclables, whatnot. But what annoys me, one thing that really annoys me, is when uber rich people, I don't know, like governments, super powerful people are telling you like, no, oh, you have to, we have to segregate our garbage. We have to be, oh, you can't, like, carbon footprint, like they're talking about carbon footprints. Don't take that many flights in a year. Meanwhile, they are flying private jets that produce more carbon footprint than any of us in our lifetime. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I can't take a plane, or I have to care about my carbon footprint and like try to save energy, separate my garbage, not fly, just, I don't know, take a boat, swim over the ocean just to not contribute to the climate change. Meanwhile, you're gonna take a private jet every week or every day, like for 7 days. Like I think I saw like one of the politicians was like traveling for like 7 days, private jet, mind you, every single day. It's just like, they're like, oh, okay. You're talking about Taylor Swift? That's one of them. Yeah, like she's one of them. Like every single one of them. No, but like I think was like, wasn't it Bernie Sanders or something? I'm pretty sure there was like this interview. I saw like this ridiculous podcast interview. Not that the podcast was ridiculous. The interview was ridiculous. And he was talking about, climate change and whatnot, advocating. Oh my God. And the interviewer asked him like, didn't you demand a private jet to take you around the States for like, touring? But he had days between, it's not like, he had to be at an event across the state, like in a couple of hours. No. He had like, every single day or every 2 days, he had some kind of event and he demanded a private jet. It's like, you couldn't even fly business class. You couldn't even fly like normal commercial plane with everyone. You had to like, or some of it like drive. You had to take a private jet. Oh my God. Yeah, so it pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It pisses me off so much when that happens, and when the rich and powerful are preaching to us how to live our life, how to not be a nuisance. Meanwhile, they are, let's say, they own or are investing into companies and factories and businesses that contribute to the climate change majorly. Like none of us will contribute that much in our lifetime. Why should we listen to the rich? Don't listen to the rich. Like, fuck them. Oh God, sorry. I'm just very pissed about it today. Anyway, I'm gonna listen and drive. Bacon, drive safe. Gotta go home for a bit, then do some after work errands. No worries, please drive safe. Get home safely, and yeah, and I hope you enjoy the stream. I hope you enjoy the podcast. He's the one that said that, which is ironic considering he was a virtual monopoly over PC. I don't even know. Like you guys, like it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like I was open to, okay, well, like I used to be like, okay, like it makes sense. We are producing too much carbon, like, okay, well, every single one of us contributes. We should, we should care about our planet. I care about our planet, but right now, I'm not gonna inconvenience myself. Like, I don't know how that sounds, but I have to say, now that I'm reading about this and I really like took a deep dive into how much carbon footprint do these companies, corporations, whatever, like the rich producing compared to me, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna inconvenience myself. I'm not gonna spend more money on like an electric vehicle. Oh no, electric vehicle, or I don't know, solar panels. I'm not gonna spend that much money when I know that it's minuscule compared to the biggest contributors who are not spending that money. They're like, no, we're not going to change our ways. They could change their ways. Those companies could change their ways. Absolutely. They could, change how they produce, how they make their product, how they operate to minimize the carbon. They don't. You know why? Because it costs them money. So they're like, oh, no. We're not going to inconvenience ourselves. Why should we inconvenience ourselves? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, why not make a solar panel a solar powered jet? Perhaps. No, but like, what else is like ridiculous, like especially about like I was for EVs before. Also, Bacon, thank you so much for yeeting coffee at me. But the Bacon says, as soon as you say drive safe, I almost get T-boned by a car. Why? T-boned by a car that I couldn't see because he had a headlight out. Great. Oh my God, Bacon, please be careful. Jesus, I hope, I know that it doesn't always depend on you, right? Like it's, sometimes there's like stupid drivers, other stupid drivers. I used to be like, I'm just gonna go back to my point. I used to be, for EVs. I'm like, okay, yeah, like less fumes, we're it's a better deal. It's safer for the environment. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not so much for EVs anymore. You know why? Because I realized like it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. You get that electric vehicle, you get that electric car, you have to charge it somehow. You have to charge it with electricity, right? Where does that electricity come from? Like if your country or your region is getting electricity from a power plant that is extremely polluting to the environment and destructive to the environment, especially like, Poland, they were promoting electric vehicles. So what? We have a lot of power plants that are coal plants. So I'm like, what? Or China is like, producing a lot of encouraging people to get electric vehicles. So what? They don't care about power, like, environmental friendly power plants. You still get the power, the electricity from a plant that is destroying it. So I was like, oh my God. DMJ, hello. Also Darren, FEARSONA, but Evie is adorable. No, EVs, not EVs. Yeah, so that's one thing, like it just makes no sense. And not to mention like electric vehicles are not cheap. They're not cheap. Like people can't afford that. But they're like, oh no, buy EVs, be environmentally friendly. It's like, doesn't matter if you get the electricity that I get is not from solar panels or not from renewable energy. It's from like fucking power plant that's like coal. It's like, does that matter? No, it doesn't matter. Then and not to mention the EVs have batteries that are very bad for the environment at the end of the day, like when you have to dispose of the battery, those are apparently even worse to dispose of too, like, that's horrible thing. Like the deeper you go into this rabbit hole is just, I'm so disillusioned. I get what you mean, Sona. Yeah, like, right? Like it's not like crazy talk. It's not like, oh, you're against the environment. You want to destroy our planet. No, I'm just being reasonable and I'm seeing things as they are. It's just like, yeah, just regular Joe's carbon footprint is so minuscule, so small against whatever all these big actors, all the rich, powerful, businesses, like huge businesses, corporations, like it's just so minuscule, but we've been bamboozled into thinking that, oh, it matters. Like, oh, our inconvenience is like, oh, if we inconvenience ourselves, that changes everything. It doesn't. It does not. Like, we are being lied to. Do I sound like a conspiracy theorist? Perhaps. Am I? Perhaps. Michael, hello. I'm sorry for going on a wild tangent. There's this other thing that I saw online that was absolutely ridiculous and absolutely like super funny. I laughed my ass off because apparently during a Coldplay concert, the Coldplay accidentally exposed an alleged affair between astronomer CEO Andy Byron and his colleague Christine Cabot at one of the recent concerts. Mind you, both of those people are married, not to each other. Oh my God, Joshua, the Matrix has the right idea of power. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, technically, just us. But yeah, whoops. Both of them are married. Well, apparently not happily, but they are married to other people, and this is how the world found out. So this is how the world was informed about this. Great. It's amazing. I love how it could have been kept hush hush. Like it could have been, but the moment someone posted this on Twitter, it was done. It was done deal. Well, now they can get married after they divorced. Yeah, that's true. I know that the CEOs, like his wife, his actual wife, someone saw that she removed his name from her profile on her face. So she had like two names. She had like her maiden name and Byron. So something Byron, right? And she removed the Byron part. She's like, wait. just gonna wipe it off. Oh God, it was great. Yeah, like it's happening quickly. It's happening very quickly. Obviously, this made the news, and it's gold on gold. Congratulations. So where's the part where we care? Yeah, I know, right? Congratulations. Yeah, and everyone was like, no, don't post it. He was like, how could you Coldplay? Well, yeah, they could, and they did. How could they know? How could they have known? Like, they didn't know who you are. They just did their like screen thing. Like, that's not, it's just, yeah. Okay. Guys, today, oh my God, I've been ranting for like 30 minutes. I'm sorry. I just had to share the news because it just pissed me off. One pissed me off. One, you know what? The other one also pissed me off. And the third thing that I found out from CNN was that there was this Norwegian ski Olympic medalist that went, well, he was retired. He was like 49. And this is like yet another story that proves stay home. It's safe at home. Don't go out because outside is scary. So the skiing Olympic medalist, retired by now, he went to a cabin for like a retreat. Guys, he got struck by a lightning and he died. Sadly passed away, but he got struck by a lightning. Wow. Oh, wow. So there's that. Enjoy the Pennsylvania local legend. Okay, yes, now we can get to the story. So you guys voted. You guys voted for this case. This is the case that you chose yesterday because we had a goal. We've reached that goal, and you voted in the poll for me to talk about it. So let's talk about it. It's yet another story from Pennsylvania. Bacon is gonna be super happy about it. So another story from Pennsylvania, and this is from somewhere in Western Pennsylvania. Wait. Let me. Oh, okay. All right. So somewhere in Western Pennsylvania. Oh, actually, I don't have my moody music. Oh, now I have it. Okay. Great. let's do this. Okay, so somewhere in western Pennsylvania, among miles of overgrown forest roads, local residents swore that they saw a man who glowed green. Yep, you heard it right. And not just any man, but this like deformed, terrifying figure. Also, mind you, I am, yeah, okay. I have to like readjust myself. So apparently he's not just a man. He's this deformed, terrifying figure who stalked underpasses, bridges, and wandered along power line trails. And they called him Charlie No Face. And some knew him as the Green Man. So they said that if you, oh my God, Jesus. Right, sorry, I have my slides, but Bacon, I pulled over just to say Pennsylvania Mansion. Bacon, drive home safely. Don't pull over so many times. Just drive, it's okay. Yes, Pennsylvania mentioned. This is a story from Pennsylvania. Okay, so they say that if you drove down the wrong stretch of road at night, he might appear out of the darkness. You know, he's faceless, silent, radioactive, and stare straight into your soul. To some, it sounded like a horror movie, and to others, it was all too real. Radioactive, radioactive. Nothing like an, intense radium polonium stare that gets me going. It's like Marie Curie energy, Maria Skłodowska-Curie. So, we remember she was Polish, but Marie Curie energy surging through you at first glance. It's whew. Okay. I'm joking. But what if I told you that this ghost story, this urban legend wasn't actually a fiction at all, that Charlie No Face actually exists, and that he walked those roads night after night, scaring people. And here's the allegedly true story that's been circulating on the internet for quite some time now. The story begins inside a tunnel that locals try not to name after dark. And it was one of those like gloomy, rainy nights. The rain is relentless, constant drumming on the roof of the car as it winds through the back roads near South Park, just outside of Pittsburgh. And inside the car, there's a couple, and they just started dating, and this is one of their first outings together. The guy is trying to impress the girl by taking her to a scary place and playing the hero. And listen, like, she's trying not to roll her eyes too hard because, he's heard the stories about this tunnel from his friends, and he's trying to like scare her. But the problem is the girl also heard about this story. So the girl also heard it. She knows, like, everyone has heard of this because this place, it's infamous. They say something lives there, that it's a man, or maybe, well, what's left of the man. The tunnel is this like old, so the tunnel is this old freight underpass, long since abandoned, like it's abandoned tunnel, and as the car creeps in, they drive through the tunnel, the sound of the rain fades. First they're kind of, the sound is muffled, and then it's silence. The tunnel is darker, and it's darker and darker the deeper you go into that tunnel. No headlights inside, there's no other car, no engine sounds, right? No car sounds, no humans. Then they turn off the engine because that's what you're supposed to do in this story. Like in this urban legend, you're supposed to turn off your engine. You're supposed to drive into the tunnel, turn off the engine, and sit there. Nothing happens at first. And that's almost worse. But then, two short honks from like a distance. It's how the legend says that you summon him. So basically the guy honks the signal, right? Like he does the two honks because that's apparently how you summon whatever it is that is in the tunnel. And the sound echoes through like gunshots through the hollow passageway, then silence again. So they're sitting there, and just when you think it's all been a joke, this is not true, the urban legend isn't true, they see it. There's this green light in the distance, which starts shaping into a person. Like at first it's light, and then it starts shaping into a person, and then this person starts walking towards the car. So the figure that emerges from the darkness is limping, twitching. There's also quiet humming that can be heard. And then the two people in the car see the face, or at least what's supposed to be a face. So there's, skin, but it's kind of like melted and fused. There's a hole where his cheek should be exposed, it's kind of open, and it exposes yellow teeth beneath, and his nose is caved inward, like it's been scooped out. His eyes, if you can even call them that, are swollen slits of just fused skin, and there's no eyeballs, right? So it's a man, and he's glowing green, burned beyond recognition, and he's walking straight towards the car. Which, not great. And this is apparently Charlie No Face. Also, I'm sorry about I have to maybe I might have to turn off my tracking. It's just so weird today. Okay, I'm so sorry. It's just gonna be very strange. Oh, sorry. Yeah, alright. So it's just very strange today, so I'm just gonna turn it off. It's not very working. It's very irresponsive today. Okay, so according to this story, he was once a lineman for the electric company. Some say that he was hit by a downed power line, and others insist that it was actually a lightning. It's not power line, he was struck by a lightning. Either way, the electricity ripped through him like a curse, melting his face, disfiguring him beyond repair. And some versions say that he died. Others say that he lived. But he was hiding away in the shadows, he was hiding away in this underpass. Too horrifying for the world to see, too horrifying for everyone to see. And he walks these tunnels at night, and if you're brave, or maybe if you're stupid enough to call him, he just might show up. The glow man, and he did show up in this story. He shows up, right? And he raised his hand, kind of reaching toward their windshield. His palm kind of hovers just inches from the glass, and that's where the panic kicks in. The guy slams the key into the ignition, the heroes of this story, or the main characters of this story. So the couple, right? So the guy just slams his keys into the ignition, throws car into reverse, and tears out of that tunnel like his life depends on it, because maybe it does. And the legend says if Charlie No Face touches your car, his charge, his curse, can kill the engine, and it can kill whoever is inside of the car. And you're gonna be stuck in that tunnel with him. That's what the legend says, right? So the couple bolted out of there, and they don't stop driving until they're miles and miles away. And to this day, they swear that this is exactly what happened, that they saw this man. It was not a prank. It was very real. And you know what? They are actually right, because Charlie No Face, or the Green Man, he did actually exist. And this story is less scary and more heartbreaking. Also, I am sorry, I have to take a sip of my water because, because my throat just went, toaster. Okay, but was he hot? Well, I mean... Why is my head turning like that when I'm I didn't even turn? Why? Wait. Hold up. I'm so sorry. Just give me a second. This is, I really have to like work on this. I gotta work on it and make sure that the next time I do, you know, true crime stream or whatever, like I have to make sure that my tracking is okay or better. Okay, so Charlie No Face actually did exist, and his story is, it's kind of heartbreaking, you know, and his real name was Raymond Robinson. This is his actual picture. So Ray wasn't a ghost, he wasn't some cryptid, he wasn't radioactive. He was just a man. He was a real man with a real name, with a real family, and a life that had been shattered before it even started. So let's go back to June 18th, 1918. Raymond was just 8 years old. This is actually his picture before the incident. So this is from 1919. He was living in a small town of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. It was this hot summer day, like most kids, he was out playing with his friends, right? And, you know, because kids will be kids, they ended up near this like railroad trestle bridge, you know, the kind with like high voltage lines running overhead. And one of the boys dared Raymond to climb up and touch those wires, you know, touch the power lines, and unfortunately he did. Like, he decided to, you know, take the dare, and what happened next was, I mean, it was catastrophic. Raymond was actually hit with 11,000 volts of electricity, and according to reports, the shock literally blew off his nose, destroyed both of his eyes, his right arm, and severely burned his skin, the skin off his entire face. Well, doctors actually didn't expect him to survive the night because it was so severe. Like, his face blew up. So doctors were just like, and it's 1919, mind you. This is not 2025. This is not advanced medical, you know, like medical treatments. There's no such thing. It's 1919. Like, it is decent. It's still like, okay, well, you know, like, it's better than 1800s. It's better than 1700s, but it's still, you know, not as good as today. So doctors did not actually expect him to survive. But somehow he did. He survived. Raymond would go on to endure multiple surgeries, skin grafts, operations that tried to rebuild something resembling a face, like at least something. Though, as I said, like, medicine at the time had nowhere near the capabilities to give him what he lost, or the capabilities that we have today. And he became permanently disfigured. His face was melted into this flattened, you know, hollow version of himself. One of his eye sockets remained sealed shut, and the other, thank you for the super chat. Right, so I'm back home, but I was curious about something you said. You said something about South Park, but that's kind of far from where he lived. No, so he lived in, I think it was like Beaver Falls. I'm so sorry. It was like Beaver Falls. I mixed it up. So my fault. Yes, thanks. Thanks. I was gonna say it like, oh, actually, like, I realized that I mixed it up because he lived in Beaver Falls, not South Park. Okay, so as I said, like, one of his eyes was just permanently shut. The other was kind of like misshapen. He didn't have eyes, but it's kind of like this indent. His nose was completely gone. His mouth was basically like pulled tight at one side, and the other, it was just deformed. And worst of all, the world never let him forget about it. So this is the sad part, because the world never let him forget about how disfigured he was and how not normal this was. So even though Raymond survived, he would never be able to live normally again. He became sort of a prisoner in his own skin. People stared, people whispered, they mocked him. Some people would be scared, they would faint at the mere sight of him, and others would just mock him straight to his face. And so Raymond did the only thing that he knew or he could do. He decided to hide. And for most of his life, Raymond Robinson lived in near total seclusion. So he was just isolated. He was just staying in a small home with his relatives, but he still needed air, he still needed to go out. Like every single one of us needs to go out. Like we can't just stay inside all the time. He needed movement. He needed something to live for. So what he did was late at night when everyone was asleep, he would go out and he would go on these very long walks, specifically along the route 351, which is near an abandoned tunnel. He had a flashlight in hand. Also, why don't do this to me? Why? I thought the trekking was okay. Sorry, just gotta turn around. Okay, so he would have his flashlight in hand and he would walk around along the route 351. And that's where the legend, around this this abandoned tunnel, and that's actually where the legend was born. So teenagers would drive by, they would spot him on the side of the road. Mind you, this is one of the pictures with some teens. They would spot him, the faceless man, and they would freak out. Some of them would freak out. They would start telling stories, and those stories spiraled from a normal, a disfigured person into a monster, into this cryptid Charlie No Face. Oh my god, he glows in the dark, he's radioactive. And yeah, some people just claim that he's radioactive suddenly, and they would make up stories about him. And here's the heartbreaking part. So soon people were driving there on purpose to try to get a glimpse of him, right? Try to get him. And the heartbreaking part is that Raymond didn't mind it. He started welcoming these interactions, because those were honestly his only interactions with people, aside from his family. But then his family members starting pass, they died, they got older and they passed away. So this was his only human interaction. So he would sometimes talk to the teens who came by. He would even post for photos. That's why I show you guys this photo. This is one of the photos. And he would post for a photo for $1, because let's be real, when the world sees you as a monster and you're just trying to survive, because he was just trying to survive, why not take $1? Why not demand, since you guys are here, since you guys are trying to take this shocking photo and you made me into this legend, why not monetize on it? That's what he did. And behind it all was just a guy who looked different. He got into this accident when he was a kid and he just looked different now. But then people just spun these stories about him being a monster, him being a radioactive cryptid, and it just got worse and worse. Sorry, just have to. Hey, why is this? Sorry, it's just, yeah, my thing is acting up. Yeah, so Raymond, as for the end, which is why I was confused. I knew of this case because Western. Yeah. Sorry. I got it wrong. I think I wrote it down wrong. But yeah, it was Beaver Falls. It was in Western Pennsylvania. So Raymond, as for his the rest of his life and his private life and the end of his life, he never married. He never held a steady job. He had no real privacy. If he went out, obviously people would be like, this is breaking news. He didn't have control over how people saw him, and he basically became transformed into this horror story against his will, while he was still alive, which is, I think it's one of the most interesting stories, you know, like a cryptid that is still alive, or cryptid, or a horror story, right? Or a ghost story of a person who's still alive. And as for the end, Raymond Robinson died in 1985 at the age of 74. And still to this day, people talk about him like he wasn't real, like he was just a ghost story. He's a ghost, he's a monster, he's an urban legend. But he was not. He was absolutely real. And that is it. That's the end of the story. My first scream of fear since the Green Ranger died. Oh, Cody! Oh my God, you're back. Hello, welcome back. So that's the end of this story. I know it's a short case. I know it's a short story. It's not very it's not very long today. So today's stream is gonna be a little shorter. Also because my tracking is just acting up so much that I'm getting like super pissed. What a long and sad life it was, right? I also thought that, like, I thought like, oh my God, maybe he, like, at least, you know, it's gonna sound morbid, but like, oh, maybe, you know, he didn't have to live this lonely for a long time. But then he died when he was 74. That's a long life. And yeah, that was quick. That's it's not a very, you know, long story. It's like there are sightings, you know, like, oh, supposedly the story of like people going to see him, and then yeah, like his story was pretty simple, but you know, people just made it into this incredible, you know, horror legend, urban legend, when it was actually just a person, and he wasn't actually you know, he wasn't actually a monster, right? He was just a guy who was unfortunate enough that he got into this accident, and that changed his whole life. Who knew a scary story turned out to be a sad story? Yeah, like I have to say, the end of this story is incredibly sad. Like how people treated him, how they saw him, how they were reacting to him, and just how they, you know, took this person, this living person, and decided, oh, well, I mean, he's still alive, but we're gonna make him into a ghost. We're gonna make him into a radioactive nuclear ghost that is haunting Pennsylvania. Also, Danny, thank you so much for this. I'm gonna get smacked with a coffee. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, here it is. May Robinson rest in peace. Hopefully he can find some peace now, at least. Yeah, I hope that he can. I hope that, you know, when he passed away, he was finally able to go back to his former self, you know, like if afterlife exists, like I hope that he went back to his former self, or he just found peace, you know. Real life Two-Face. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. Okay, guys. Absolute cinema. Well, I'm referring to all the stuff that I talked to you about, like, before the actual case, because absolute cinema. Cinema, I tell you. I love the new look. Oh, Ryan, thank you so much. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hey, he became a live Harvey Dent. I don't know the character, but sure, why not? I mean, maybe I believe you. This whole stream was cinema, absolute cinema. I'm sorry for the rant. I'm sorry for the long rant. Thank you for the stream, Sana. You're welcome. Also, I would say, may he be one with the cosmic mind. Yeah, true. But, you know, regarding all the stuff, all the things that I said, why? I have to really, like, fix this. But regarding all the stuff that I said, you know, about the NFL player, Brian, what was it? Brian Bremen. I am so shooketh, one might say, that he was forced, essentially, to set up a GoFundMe page from regular people when, one, he was very well paid compared to, like, regular people, $900,000 a year from 2017 at least. And two, he had, like, you know, his teammates earned millions, his friends earned millions. No one donated. Not one person. Well, I mean, okay, one person. $10,000. Whoa. Color me shocked. He was also friends with Bruce Wayne. Wait, who? What? Right. The Batman character called Two-Face. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Harvey Dent. Oh, that was the name of the Two-Face. Because I know the Batman character Two-Face, but yeah, I forgot that his name was Harvey Dent. Bro created a GoFundMe and none of his buddies helped. I cannot believe this. $10,000. Yeah, like one of the players that it was like higher, highest paid on the team, donated just $10,000 when the goal was like 25K. To be fair, he did reach the goal. I think he earned like 90,000 from that GoFundMe, but still, what? Why? Like this should not even exist. Because NFL, what are you doing? NFL earning so much money and they couldn't even afford to like insure him. Crazy is what it is. You guys, thank you so much for today. This is actually the end of the stream. As I said, like it's just gonna be a shorter stream because the case was kind of shorter. What do we have for this week? We do have a morning stream. So there's going to be an 8 a.m. I believe 8 a.m. Pacific time stream. And it's going to be multilingual repo. So basically I play repo with other VTubers and I cannot speak English. I gotta speak Polish. So I have to speak Polish and everyone else in the stream has to speak their mother tongue. So we don't speak English. None of us speaks English. We just switch to other languages and we try to make it work. So that's going to be interesting. That one's at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah. Tomorrow. And then I have a Patreon stream. So we have a case on Patreon on Saturday. As always, Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So if you are curious, because I have a lot of cases, a lot of bonus streams and bonus cases over on Patreon. If you're curious, you can check it out. It's patreon.com/FEARSONA. Yeah, that's it. And then we have a case back here on YouTube. So you guys, I'm looking forward to another spooky week. Again, thanks so much. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows. Bear your hexes until the next time. And remember, absolute cinema. Always. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, sorry, Alberto, I didn't see your comment. You said, are you nervous of speaking Polish again after speaking English for so long? Kind of, yeah, because I'm definitely having trouble, narrating, like just talking in Polish. Like answering questions, not so much, but like talking, oh, Jesus fucking Christ, I just got hit in the face. Fun fact. I did have fun fact. Wait, I had I got one that's like, I got one that was crazy. Okay, this is like crazy, but you guys, female ferrets. So female ferrets apparently go into heat in their first spring, right? And they will remain in season until successfully mated. But the fucked up part is that if mating does not occur for the female ferret, the ferret will succumb to like something called aplastic anemia and die a most painful death. That's morbid. That is morbid. So that's it. That's the fun fact. You guys, thank you so much again. Stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows. Bear your hexes until the next time. Bye.